Hey kids, it's Miss Anderson-LaRose here, live in video. Well, not really live, pre-recorded. So today we're going to be doing a new art project, and this art project is op art. And op art is also known as optical illusion. And op art or optical illusional art is art that plays tricks on the eyes. So that means that you can see it one way, but then the next second your eyes see it a different way. And this is what we are going to be creating today. So for the materials for this op art project, all you need is paper, just one sheet of paper. You need a pencil, so mechanical or regular pencil, whichever one you want. You need a ruler. So I don't really have a good ruler, but that's all that I have. And an eraser if you need it. Okay, so for this op art project, we are going to start off with a shape of some sort. So I want you to think about the shape that you want to use for your project. And we're going to draw it in the center of our page. I'm going to do a heart. So I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to draw a heart, a pretty big heart. But as you see, it's not going to take up my entire paper. So you're going to take your ruler and in the space around your heart, you're going to put horizontal lines. So which direction do horizontal lines go? If you said side to side or left to right, you are correct. So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to put lines horizontally around the heart, and it should look like it's behind the heart as well. So when you make your line, you want to move your ruler perfectly, slowly. Move it so slow so that your lines will be even with each other. So I'm going to draw my line. When you start to see your shape, you do not want to draw your line through it. So you want to stop as soon as you see the shape. Stop when you see the shape. This way it looks like the line is behind it. Because if you go straight through your shape, it's not going to look like an optical illusion. So I still have a little bit more space left. I can probably just squeeze in one more line. All right. So now I have my horizontal lines around the heart. Now inside of the heart is where I'm going to add my curved lines. And my curved lines could be sloped upwards like a sad face, or they can be sloped downwards like a happy face. But what you're going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So where you see your line stops at the shape, you are going to connect these two lines together with a curved line. So I'm going to curve mine upwards like a sad face. And now they are connected. You're going to go up to your next line that has been stopped, and you're going to connect them with the curved line again. So if you choose to slant your curve your lines upwards, then you have to continue with your lines curved upwards. If you choose to curve them downwards, then you have to continue with that. Okay, so I'm going to continue my next lines and connect them. So with this process, you want to move slowly. If you move fast, guarantee you'll mess up. See, I moved a little fast, so I messed up a little bit right there. I'm gonna fix that. All right, and then my next line, which is right here and right here, I'm gonna connect those. So it kind of like, I'm gonna have to do two, like an M, like McDonald's M. And then this little line right here and this line connects. But at the same time, this little line, the same little line and this line connects as well. And I'm going to connect this and this if I have enough space. All right, so we have all the lines finished. So I'm going to use red and green, okay? So I'm going to color every other stripe in the background red. So I'm going to start at the top and color. So every other one means you have one red here. This one I'm going to leave alone. The next one's going to be red. I'm going to go back and color it, but I'm just going to mark them for you. I want you guys to go ahead and mark them too so you don't forget. I'm going to leave the next one, and then this one's going to be red. And I'm going to leave that. This one's going to be red. Leave this one. This one's going to be red. So if you guys get it, you can go ahead and finish coloring. But pretty much every other one is going to be red. And then this one's going to be red. So I'm going to now take my green color pencil, and the ones that I didn't color, I'm not touching the heart yet. I'm just doing the background. So the ones that I didn't color yet, I'm going to color green. And I'm just going to go ahead and mark these bottom ones just so we can start to get the heart going. So I have red on this strip right here. It's going to continue into the heart. So I'm going to color into the heart. Color it red. Here's what I want you to do though. As we get to the center, I want you to ease up off of your pencil, meaning that you're not going to push as hard. Just like how we did our value scales back in class. You're going to go lighter and lighter so that the center is going to be light, as if light is shining on it to make it look real. Value is the secret to making your objects look real. So they're dark on the side, and as you get to the center, you're going to ease up off your pencil to make it lighter. So I do my darks, I do my lights, and then I go in between, and I blend it. And the next one up is green. I'm going to do the same step, just green. So like I said, I do my darks, I do my lights, and then I go back in the middle and I blend it. So if you feel like I'm moving a little bit too fast, the best part about videos is that you can go back and rewind. So I did this side. I'm going to do the same thing on this side here. So I do my darks. All right, so I'm going to do my lights. And I'm going to go in the middle and blend until it looks right. All right, So we know every other ones. We have green, we have red, and then what's this one down here? You got it if you said green. So I'm going to do the same thing that I've been doing in these other two. It's just smaller, so it's just a little less to do here. So I did my darker one. I'm going to do the lighter spot. Dark values, light values, and then squeeze in your in-betweens. And then you're gonna go back to the other side and you're gonna do the same thing. All right. Since I'm in this one, I'm just gonna finish up and color the rest of the strip in the background. I want nice coloring. Cover all of your paper. So this one was green, so this is going to be red. These are your dark values. If you want, you can go ahead and match your light value. So you know this is your lighter value or your lightest value. So you're going to go ahead and stack that on top. And then you have your lightest value here, your darkest value here. And then in the in-between, you're just going to make it go darker and darker. So that means you just gradually, slowly get darker on your pencil. Push down a little bit darker as you go on. And that's how you blend. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So your darkest value. And then stack your lightest value on top of the one below it. And then you're gonna do the in-between, this white space here. You're gonna slowly go darker. Slowly push down more and more onto your pencil. And then just finish off the color in the background. So the value in the background should be the darkest value that you have on your heart. It should be as dark as this side is. You want to make sure it's nice and dark. And it's going to get lighter and lighter as I reach the center. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I have this tiny little strip of red at the top. I'm going to go ahead and finish that off. And finish off the strip in the background. All right, so now I did all the red inside of the heart, and now I'm going to finish up those blank strips with the green. I'm going to put the dark values on the sides, the same steps that you repeat all the way through this heart. Kind of very repetitive, actually, which makes it a very easy project. All right, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to color all of the blank spaces that I did not finish. I'm going to finish this one off with green. I have this tiny little piece here and here for the red. And I'm going to finish up these. All right, so I went over my colors and made them a little bit more bold. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a black color pencil, and you do not have to do this, but if you want it to look a little bit more realistic, you might as well try it. So I'm going to lightly go along the outline on the side, but just along the sides and the bottom. And I'm going to add a shadow. So I'm lightly taking my pencil and lightly coloring it to make it look like it's lifting off of the paper. Last step is what every single artist does when they are finished with an artwork. They sign it. So I'm going to take my same pencil that I did my shadow, and I'm going to sign the bottom. And I'm going to date it. There you have it. We have our op art design. So like I said, you could have done whatever shape you wanted to do. I chose to do a heart. Some of you guys are too manly to do hearts, so you could do whichever shape you want to do. Okay? Alrighty. See you guys next time on my next project.